What is going on, beautiful folks? Welcome to another episode of Mornings with Lee Hammock, your favorite. You can have a favorite self-aware narcissist. Today, we're talking about how narcissists don't care about what's right or what's wrong when you're arguing with them. Yeah, the truth, did I say this before, y'all? The truth is not the goal for a narcissist. Let me say it one time. The truth is not the goal. Getting to the bottom of what's going on is not the goal for narcissists and toxic people. The goal is to cause confusion. The goal is to cause disarray. The goal is to make you feel a certain type of way. That's the goal. The goal of narcissists and toxic people is to do that type of stuff right there. It's not to make a conscientious argument. It's not to, have a fair back and forth. It's not to be on equal grounds. It is literally just to cause confusion. It is literally just to be manipulative. That's the fact of it right there, y'all. And that's why I keep telling people this right here. That, like, you can have all the proof that you want when you're like arguing with the narcissist. Like, when you catch them doing something, you can have all the proof that you want. You can have literally everything that you want, and it won't matter. It really will not matter. That's the way it goes right there. It will not matter to them because they don't want the truth. They want to win. They want to um just keep things going. They want to make you feel confused. Like, that's what I tell people, like, when you argue with this person, like, what are you gain? What are you gaining when you're arguing with this, when you're going back and forth with this person? I know people are just like, I just want them to admit that they're wrong. I just want them to say this. I just want them to do that. But like, at the end of the day, if they never do that, like, if you've been with this person for 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and it's never happened, what are you telling yourself right now that makes you think that it's going to happen right now? Now, something has magically changed right now, and this is what's going on. Like, what's going on in that space right there? What are you thinking is going to happen right there when that goes down? Like, seriously, that's what I'm just like. Well, what are you thinking right now is going to change in this space? What are you thinking right now is going to change with that mindset and stuff like that? That's what I ask. Like, because the more you argue with them, like, yeah, the goal is to argue. If we're arguing, and especially if we're arguing, and one of us or both of us are losing control, like, not losing control, like losing control of our reactions, especially you. If our voices are being raised and we're arguing and fussing and fighting, now I can focus on you doing that. So let's say me and you are arguing, right? You have me dead to rights. You have all the proof. You like the truth is on your side. The Lord is on your side. Like, everybody, and I said the Lord is on your side. Everybody and everything is on your side, right? But now you're raising your voice because you're frustrated that I'm not just admitting that I'm wrong. So guess what happens now? I focus on you. Now I focus on you raising your voice. Why are you yelling? Why are you acting like that? Why are you screaming? Why you see? That's why we can never get to resolve anything, because it always results to yelling and name calling and stuff like that. Like, I'm talking calmly. You're the one that's yelling. So you must be in the wrong here. And that's how they get you. That's why I tell people. Again, y'all, I know, here you go again, Lee. What I'm about to say. What am I gonna say right here? Controlling your reactions is a superpower. That's why I keep repeating the same message over and over again, because it's important. You have to get control of your reactions, because if you don't, you're going to end up or wind up with this, dealing with this toxic narcissistic person in a whole different way. This is what's going to happen. It's just the fact of the matter. It's like, I keep telling people, like, the more you argue, the more you lose control of your reactions, the more that narcissistic person is going to win. That's just what it is right there, y'all. That's really what it is. Like, the more we are arguing, the more they are going to win. So, like, you don't need to, like, what if you have proof and you are able to hold them accountable in some way? Do that. I don't know what accountability looks like. Like, accountability, to hold a narcissist accountable, you have to have some type of leverage, right? So if you have some type of leverage, use it. I don't know what leverage is. Something to get a narcissist to move. Leverage is something that you use to get anything or anybody to move, right? So what leverage do you have? A lot of times the leverage that you have in these situations is access to you, access to your finances, access to your body, whatever it may be, access to your to just to you in general, like being able to talk to you and stuff like that. So whatever leverage that you have, exercise it. You see what I'm saying? Exercise the leverage. You're like, yeah, well, Lee, I don't feel right if I do like that. And Lee, if I do that, then we'll be arguing and fussing and I it just things that don't change. Like so if not like what people say, nothing changes if nothing changes, right? That's what people say. Like if nothing's gonna change, then nothing's gonna change. And we just go from there. And that's what happens to so many people. Like you have to want to change to be like you have to want to change your life and change the way you're moving around if things are going to change in your life. Because narcissistic people, y'all, at the end of the day, they don't care how things turn out. They just want to feel like they defeated you. They just want to feel like they caused enough confusion and enough like disarray to win the argument, to make you feel a certain type of way. So that's why I'm just telling you, like when you're dealing with narcissistic, toxic people, this is what you're going to this is what you're going to deal with when you're arguing with this person, right? That's why I just said, like, dealing with toxic, narcissistic people, like, understand before you go into this um argument, before you go into this space, just understand, like, you have to transition to what you think a win is. Like, what does winning mean to you in this situation? I know a lot of people are like, well, Lee, winning means this, winning means that. What does it mean to you for real? Because until you figure out what winning is going to keep messing with you. You have to figure out what winning is to you and what it means to you, and just go with it right there. Because winning doesn't always mean like the person apologizing or the person saying I'm sorry, the person doing that. Because narcissists are rarely ever going to apologize. Winning to you could just be you not holding it in and just, hey, I know this happened. This is what I know this happened, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm not gonna here to argue. I'm just telling you, I know what happened. Boom. That could be what a win is to you. But use discretion when you're doing that right there, because you never know how they'll react. But that could be what does winning mean to you right there, right? So that's something you have to consider as well. That's like a piece of what you have to consider as well that is going on. Like, what does winning look like to you? Reframe what a victory is in this situation, because it can help you out at the end of the day. Because narcissistic people, like I said, if you're holding them accountable and then you're just hammering away at them, and they'll just tell you too, they're like, you're being mean to me. I just want to talk. And then like they might start yelling and screaming at you. If you have too much proof, if you have irrefutable proof and you're remaining calm, a lot of times they might start yelling and screaming at you. A lot of times they might try to give you a silent treatment. A lot of times they'll threaten divorce or threaten to leave the relationship. A lot of times they'll change the way that they're acting and behaving and whatnot in order to benefit themselves, to give themselves, quote unquote, this victory or whatever it may be. So you have to protect yourself in these situations, y'all. You have to protect your peace at all costs, at all costs, at all costs. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all riding with me this morning. Happy Sunday. Tonight we're releasing the registration for our in-person live event in Dallas, Texas. Make sure you join the newsletter at mentalhealness.net. There'll be like a discount code and stuff like that as well. Anyway, y'all, Mental Healness is out.